Hey everybody, welcome to the channel today. Thanks for joining us. We have a topic today that is one of the most commonly requested by the members I have at my club here at Travis Point. And it's one of the most common things that you see players do on tour when they're playing in tournaments, and that is changing the trajectory that they hit their golf ball. If you are new to the channel, please click on the subscribe button below and you will get a constant feed of all the content I put out each week. Changing your trajectory is as easy as 1, 2. Players often ask, how do I hit the golf ball higher? Sometimes players will ask how they can hit the ball a little bit lower. 1, we are going to change the way you position the ball in your golf stance. And 2, we're going to slightly modify the way you release your hands and arms through impact to achieve both higher and lower trajectories no matter what club you have in your bag. So we're going to start by just creating the baseline for what my 7-iron would be, both launch, carry, and total. Like most players, my 7-iron I'm going to position pretty much in the middle of my stance. Every single shot, I encourage the handle in my left hand to be just on the inside of my left thigh, and you'll see how that really changes the shaft angle as we try to alter the flight of the golf ball. Okay, so if I want to bring the ball flight down, first thing we're going to do is we're going to move the ball position back in our stance. And if this is my standard ball position here, I'm going to start by moving the ball position back about the width of a ball in my stance. So I'm going to go ahead and just roll this ball back. As I mentioned before, my hand position where the shaft is at is always going to be right on the inside of my left thigh. So it creates a lot more forward shaft lean, much like you would see if you're hitting a chip or a pitch shot. Now doing that, combined with a little bit lower follow through, that's the two primary things, is the ball position location and the way we follow through. You'll see players on tour when they want to hit the ball high, they let their arms finish nice and high, as I have on my standard shot. And when they want to hit the ball a little lower, you'll see them finish with their arms a little bit beneath their shoulder, kind of more out in front of their chest. So I'm going to see if I can't lower my launch by moving that ball position back about the width of a ball, keeping my hand position the same. The club face is still very square to the target. And I'm going to finish with a little lower follow through to help bring that ball to the sky. So you'll see in doing so, I carried the ball about the same distance, hit it very solidly, but the total yardage from my stock shot to my knockdown shot went up a couple yards. My launch went down significantly, about 4 degrees of launch angle went down, and that's really going to help you a ton when you want to try to keep the ball beneath the wind a little bit, or if you're playing in firm conditions, you want to get a little bit more rollout. So now I'm going to move the ball position about a ball forward in my stance to achieve a higher shot. Once again, my low shot, I felt my arms finish low, ball was back. Now I'm going to let my arms really finish nice and high, and I'm going to have the ball position forward to help achieve a higher flight. So I was just shy of 21 with my stock launch. My knockdown launch angle is just under 17, and my total yardage went up because the loft was less. So here I am, ball position a little bit forward. The shaft angle, as you see now, is more vertical. There's much less shaft lean, and this ball should go shorter in the air, but much higher. I left the face open a little bit on that one, but you see the launch angle went up significantly. My carry went down by almost 10 yards, and my launch went up by about 3 degrees. So between my knockdown shot and my higher lofted shot, I have a variance of almost 7 degrees, which is a lot in the game of golf, especially when you're trying to get the pins that are maybe tucked a little bit, or you're trying to work your way through targets that are demanding more than what your stock shot calls for. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. I hope these 2 key tips are going to help you enjoy the game more, control your golf ball more, and score your best this upcoming season. If you ever have any other questions about your game, please comment below, and I'm happy to address as many of the comments as I get as possible throughout the season. And don't forget, click on that subscribe button below if you're new to the channel, and you can get a constant feed of all the content I put out each week.